Hello, y'all. I'm not sure why, but I can't get my camera to record me. So I guess we're just doing this in a black screen. Hope that's not too boring. Maybe I could just post the audio or something. I don't know how to do that. Uh, oh well. um. Anyways, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm Alex is bad at a lot, and I'm getting better at a lot. Keep going, you are too. Today, I wanted to talk about Foggy Jack from We Happy Few in the Lightbearer DLC. There may be many spoilers, so go ahead and play the game first, or watch some videos, whatever, and come on back. Um, Remember to do all the things. I'll link my sources, and we can get started. Uh, but one of my sources is from a guy called Nameless Dread X37X, and it's a very good video. I recommend checking it out. Um, it shows all the Foggy Jack scenes, so go check them out if you like gaming, that kind of thing. Anyways, um, sorry, my voice is a little sore right now. Alrighty. Today we are wandering through the dark, crumbling roads of the Garden District, searching for a predator in the shadows. Foggy Jack is described as an older man around 50-ish with brown, slicked-back hair and glowing red eyes. He resembles Uncle Jack and may even be Uncle Jack. He wears a dark suit with a metal mask. He is of average build, height, and dresses very proper. His voice actor is Julian Casey, who also voiced Uncle Jack, which I believe implies that they are the same. And Foggy Jack's character often quotes Uncle Jack, so probably the same person. Sorry. His weapon of choice is a cleaver, but he also uses some kind of magic in the Lightbearer DLC. Uh, He's described as attention seeking, obviously has a lot of mental issues, psychotic breaks, that kind of thing. Um, he's only active at night. He has many crimes like mass murder, psychological abuse, incrimination, stalking, assault, drugging, possible jailbreak. It's not confirmed, but likely. Gaslighting. I don't think that's an actual crime. I don't know why I said that, but definitely a gaslighter. Anyways, let's get into the legend of him. Foggy Jack started appearing around October 1954. It's shown in the newspaper Foggy Jack continues non-existent streak. It's said that he comes out of the toxic fog at night and anyone outside in the fog will get chopped up. Oh, also this has a lot of dark themes, so be careful watching this. In Act 1, as Arthur, you can find an interrogation record of a Daniel Dungrass by Jack Constable. It's in the record rooms of the constabulary headquarters in St. George's home. Sorry if I get any of the names wrong. It'll likely happen. Anyways, summarized, the note says, the fog was getting thick, so he went to close the window. He heard a scream, and a woman came out of the fog, struggling. She had a slit throat and fell. A man came out, looking familiar. The subject went to call for help, and then heard someone say, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. He hid under his bed, but no body was found on the Swallow Street, and no blood was found. You can find a second note in the Hamlin O Current, I don't know. The Hamlin O Current was founded before the occupation of Wellington Wells. They are the rivals of the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling, they have very different views. Anyways, when Mr. and Mrs. Lashford, along with Thomas Canner, Cranmer attempted to burn the registry during the very bad event, they were all executed near Barrow Home. The O'Current opposed to the department, labeling the trio as traitors on May 16, 1963, and they were awarded with 3 Oracle Award plaques, and those are found in the reception room. The note is found in Margaret Oliphant's secret room. She is the editor-in-chief, the old boss of Arthur when he was a reporter, and one of the few people who knows some of the truth. Anyways, back to the note. It's the final issue of Hamlin O'Current. So sorry, I'm really tired right now. Before it was closed down by the Bobbies. It's called Foggy Jack, Real Killer, and it's summarized as it listed some of the victims: Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, and Catherine Endows, Mary Jane Kelly, and Mary Ann Nichols. The Bobbies said it was because of running with scissors, but they were cut into pieces, and the Jack episodes have lately been reruns. Anyways, in Act 3, there's a quest, a side quest called Pomacious Puzzle, which means of relating to or growing apples or pears. Thanks, Miss Webster, for the help. The quest cannot always be activated unless the Salamanca Bridge is generated instead of the Megiddo Bridge. Probably saying a lot of stuff wrong. My bad, people. The objectives are to investigate the crime scene, examine the gas mask, look for the motive and the murder weapon. And the description of the quest is: how awful are these poor bobbies? Why are there gas masks around on the ground? I'm probably saying it wrong. Maybe there's a clue around here. You're supposed to leave no stone unturned anyways. Who do you think killed them all? They don't seem to be bloody or anything. Maybe mustard gas. Just like the Great War. That sounds really awful. They've come to the end of their time. That quote is found in a note nearby them. They've come to the end of their time. Anyways, what Uncle Jack... That's sort of like what Uncle Jack always says at the end of the show, isn't it? Now, can you tell the bloody bridge what happened? You tell the bloody bridge what happened, and he'll let you through. Someone must have sabotaged their mask before they even got there. Anyways, some facts about mustard gas. Nobody do anything weird or anything. Be nice in the comments. Don't be creepy. But feel free to tell me about some facts I may have not mentioned. Mustard gas lasts in average weather about 1 to 2 days, but in cold weeks or months, it lasts weeks or months. It only lasts minutes in water, over a week in enclosed spaces, but it can change based on temp. A high temp will make it go away faster, but it will increase the immediate concentration. Blah, blah, blah. Humidity can also affect it. More humid, it becomes more aggressive, but the hydrolysis is sped up, so it goes away faster. The materials, like wood, rubber, leather, that kind of thing, the mustard gas will last longer in there. So, yeah. I think there's multiple kinds of mustard gases. I didn't go in too deep because I would get sucked in. I already know myself. But mustard sulfur gas that was used in World War II would only kill about 5% of people, but it would leave many side effects or lead to different, like lung infections like pneumonia. So if you were dying from that, it was likely because of some other thing. But maybe my theory is that joy affects the rate, or maybe it's some different kind of mustard gas that was developed. Anyways, to complete the quest, you will walk around the hill to find the gas mask. After that, lockpick the gate inside and take the other masks and shovel. Go left to get to the gas bomb, but then you will get ambushed by 3 head boys. After getting rid of those problems, you need to go to the tree and get the note on the crate. It has some loot, so definitely look in there. And then you will go to the bridge. Ta-da! All done! Um, Also, there's a place called the Gardner House. The basement has a picture of Margaret, and there's a suitcase in there with a cleaver and notes saying, "I'm afraid you've come to the end of your time." Anyways, let's get into the Light Bearer DLC. Hopefully I don't get too distracted. I'm kind of short attention span sometimes and ADHD, so hopefully I stay on track for the most part. Foggy Jack is the main antagonist. He killed Nick's fans in the hopes of a song. Nick doesn't want to have anyone else die, though. And then Nick, what a good man. Good job, dude. Don't let him kill anyone else. Little Mr. Foggy tells him he's gonna wear Nick's face to a lookalike contest and kill everyone there. But luckily Nick defeats Foggy. I'm probably for part of it kind of just say Foggy and Uncle just so there's no confusion. But then Nick defeats him and arrests him. So I have a couple theories on maybe what the story of Jack is, who he actually is, if he's real, that kind of thing. So here's a couple. Maybe Foggy Jack is some kind of copycat who's obsessed with Uncle Jack. I don't think that one is as likely. I don't believe that one very much. What I think is most likely to me is maybe Foggy is Uncle's split personality, and after losing Margaret or a bad dose of joy or something, the only thing that might not lead to that is that Uncle Jack uses a cricket bat when he first starts going crazy. So I don't know, maybe he's changed it, but I don't believe he's a chef, so who knows. Another probably really possible one is that maybe Foggy is a cover up for something else sinner, aka why everyone goes on holiday. All those downers, you know. So, maybe the Bobbies just don't want people to know. Maybe it was a crazy downer who was bored or just so insane. I don't know. Maybe it's Nick. A lot of it could possibly be in his head. He somehow fights Uncle Jack with magic. But it is pointed out that Uncle Jack said he had magic powers, and so does Foggy Jack, so I don't know. But maybe Nick's just hallucinating it all and kills all the people himself. Anyways, I don't think I even described Foggy Jack as much. No, I did. Sorry. Talked about what he looked like in his crimes and stuff. So, focus. Where was I? Lost my train of thought for a moment. I just said my theories. Okay. Next, a list of his victims. There was Kitty and Richard Bates. Kitty and Richard own a music store together. Kitty seems to like Nick more than her husband, Richard. She's a female, around 30, and dies in Act 3. She has brown hair and brown eyes. And she appears in the Lightbearer DLC. Her voice actor is Samantha Lee. Uh, Richard is a male, brown hair, I think brown eyes, I can't remember right now. I'm kind of like loosely going off of my notes, so I have it pulled up on my phone so I can look at the camera, but camera's not working, don't know why, whatever. I don't really care right now. I've spent like 20 minutes trying to fix it, so that's also one of the reasons I didn't live stream Monday, because for some reason my camera wasn't working. So once I get that figured out, I'll try. I don't know what's going on or if I'm just being technology dumb. Anyways, he also appears in the Lightbearer DLC, obviously also dead. I don't know why I pointed out that she was dead or when she died, because they're all the victims, they're gonna be dead. Whatever. For some reason, Richard doesn't like musicians, which is pretty weird for a music store owner. Anyways, his voice actor is Joe Sims. Alrighty. Another victim is Annie Chapman. There's Virgil Dainty, which is Nick's ex-agent. He's a male. He is around 30, over 30. Brown hair, green eyes, and also appears in Lightbearer DLC. I like to say where they appear just so, you can look into what part you want, and it's probably easier to research these characters if you know where they show up. So, Virgil Dainty, I think that was it about him. Voice actor Inel Tomlinson. There's more victims. Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane, Kelly, Mary Ann Nichols, I don't know. Elizabeth Stride. She is a cook was at the Jacobin Club. I love that name. Anyways, from some dialogue, she seems to hate the job. She is mid-30s female with black hair and blue eyes. Her voice actor is not known, and she may have been a prostitute before being a cook. Also, Foggy also killed a lot of Nick's fans to get his attention, and other random wellies, I guess, to just satisfy his fix. I don't know. Mostly women. I think, as you may be able to tell, he is loosely based on a certain Victorian killer, if you don't know, which I will bring up in my next video, because I want to do a little trivia about Foggy Jack and that kind of thing. So, I'm going to not try and spoil a lot of it, but I feel like it's pretty understandable what he's based on. Anyways, there is a character named Burns Jones, and he has a crime wall in his suite. I almost just said suit. It contains a good amount of things. There's a Foggy Jack's happy song. I guess maybe that's just because he looks up to Nick and wants to be a musician, that kind of thing. I don't know. It goes, "Who's the happiest of men when he's slicing through an abdomen?" Love that it rhymes. Good job, Foggy Jack. Foggy Jack's coming to play. Entrails and victuals. Please put on the kettle. That doesn't really rhyme that well, but Foggy Jack's here to stay. Hear him whistle on the moor. Maybe it's done rhyming. I don't know. No, a jaunty tune that's never dour. Okay, not really rhyming. Just barely rhymes. Maybe he's not very literate. Foggy Jack's coming. Hooray. It's me, it's me, it's me. It's me. I'm coming to see you today. Oh, I get it. Door and more. It's A-B-A, whatever. Okay. And then there's a couple notes. One of them says, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy, and that's repeated. Note 2, since there was never anyone named Foggy Jack, he never, in the midst of the night, did attack. Some folks turned up dead, with their guts spilled in red. Then it must have been some other hack. And that's repeated 3 times. Anyways, let me know if I missed anything, got anything wrong, if you have any questions, what you think is true, anything at all. Like, subscribe, do all the things. I'll see y'all next time. Have a lovely day. Did y'all like the intro? I've been trying to think of an intro. I don't know if you remember what it says, but it was like, maybe I didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure I did. I am Alex, is bad at a lot, I'm getting better at a lot, and you are too. I think that's really cute. Anyways, love y'all. You guys are beautiful today. I don't know why I said that. You're beautiful every day. Sometimes I feel like I'm not, so that's why I'm so camera shy, but I don't mind, like, posting pictures as much, because at least then it's not in real life. What if I make, like, a weird face or something? Anyways, goodbye. Have a lovely day.